Alright, so today we're looking at Benco 2026, Test 5, Section 2. So let's jump right into it. Complete the bill shown. So we have the bill. We have donuts. We have 12 donuts. We don't know the unit price and we don't know the total. So before we can calculate the unit price, we need to calculate what the total is. So to calculate the total, it would be the final total here, which is $344. Take away the sum of the known values, which is $210, add the $50, and that will give us $84. So we know the total spent on donuts was $84. Now we want to find the unit price. We know the total spent and we know the quantity. So to calculate the unit price, it will be the $84 divided by the quantity, because the unit price represents the price for one. All right, and that will give us $7. Marking scheme for this: 1 mark by 1 mark. Number 22. Brenda has $1,050. She gave 35% to her son and 25% to her daughter. Alright, how much money did she give in total? So good. So we have it represented in percentage. She gave 35% to son and 25% to the daughter. So we can calculate the total percentage given. And that would be the 35% add the 25%, which is equal to 60%. So she gave a total of 60%. Now we need to just represent this in terms of money. So to find out how much money she gave, you put the 60 over 100, because percentage is out of 100, multiply by the total over 1, which is 1,050 over 1. Numbers end in zeros, so we can cancel the zeros. So we end up with 105 multiplied by 6, which is equal to 630. 1 mark for total percentage, 1 mark for total amount of money given. Number 23, at a concert, there were 15 rows, each with 17 chairs. If a total of 340 people attended, how many additional chairs are needed? Well, first we need to calculate the total number of chairs. So if you have 15 rows, so 1 row is equal to 17 chairs. So to find out for many, which is 15 rows, we multiply. 17 multiplied by 15, that will give us 255 chairs. Now to find out how much needed, it would be the remainder. So 340 take away 255, that will leave us with 85 chairs. Alright, 1, 1. In a book containing 250 pages, Melissa read from page 66 to page 135. What fraction of the total pages did she read? So first we need to find out the number of pages she read. Alright, so to find out the number of pages read, it would be 135 take away 66, which will equal to 69. But with the 69 now, we need to add 1, because that is the page she started on. Remember, you started on page 66, so you have to add 1 to account for that first page that you start on. Alright, so start on page. And that will give us 70 pages she read. The want is as a fraction of the total, so for a fraction, it would be the 70 over the total number of pages, which is 250. Alright, so you could, both numbers end in zeros, so you can cancel the zeros. So this becomes 7 over 25. Marking scheme. 1 mark for total pages read, 1 mark for fraction. Number 25, the incomplete table shows the number of fruits in a basket. There are 5 more mangoes than pears, and twice as many bananas as pears. Complete the table to show the number of each fruit there is in the basket. So they said there are 5 more mangoes than pears. We know it have 17 mangoes, so pears. So if it have 5 more mangoes than pears, that means it have 5 less pears than mangoes. So therefore we just subtract. So we have 12 pears. Then they said twice as many bananas as pears. So bananas is twice the amount as pears. So that's 12 by 2 because it's twice, which is 24. So we know pears, we know bananas, and we know mangoes, and we also know the total. So we just need to solve for apple. To solve for the apples, it will be from the total, which is 62, we take away the sum of the known values, which is 17 add 12 add 24. And that will leave us with 9. So we have 12, 9, 24. 1 mark each. Number 26, a farmer had 4 dozen eggs. He shared them between his 2 sons, Kyle and Larry. Kyle received twice as many as Larry. How many eggs did each son receive? Alright, so we could use our bar model. So we know the total eggs. Oh no, we don't know the total eggs. They said it's 4 dozens. Dozen is 12. So total would be 4 by 12, which is 48. They said Kyle received twice as many as Larry. So Larry could be represented by 1 block. And Kyle, if it's twice as many, is 2 bars. So we know now when I add Larry's amount to Kyle's amount, we suppose we got a total of 48. So 1 block add 1 block add 1 block is 3 blocks, which is equal to 48. So 1 block is equal to 48 divided by 3, which is equal to 16. We said how many eggs did each son receive? So we know Larry was 1 bar, which is equal to 16, and Kyle was 2 bars. So that is 16 by 2, which is equal to 32. 1 mark for Larry, 1 mark for Kyle, and we got 1 mark for the total. Number 27, a box can hold 8 pineapples or 18 apples at a time. The box at present has 4 pineapples and 4 apples. How many more apples can the box hold? So, it could hold 8 pineapples or 18 apples. So we know, when you think about this logically now, that means 8 pineapples is equal to 18 apples. So, based on this information, 4 pineapples will be half the amount. So it will be half of the apples, which is 9. And at present, it has 4 apples. So how much more apples it could hold will be the 9 apples. Take away the 4 apples it has at present, and that will leave us with 5 apples. 3 marks. 1 for making the concept here. Kate is 20 years old. In 4 years' time, her sister Emily will be 2/3 her age, and her younger brother Miguel will be half her age at that time. Alright. What is the present age of the three persons? So I want the present age and also give you in 4 years time. So first we need to find out Kate's age in 4 years time. Alright. Kate's age in 4 years time would be 20 plus 4, which would be 24 years. They said Emily will be 2/3 her age at that in 4 years time. So 2/3 of 24 will give us 16. So in 4 years time, Emily will be 16. And Miguel now, they said, would be half of her age. So half of 24, which will be 12. So in 4 years time. However, they asked for the answer for the present age, which means 4 years. We have to go back. So, present age for Kate, we know was 20. Emily now would be 16 take away 4, which is equal to 12. So Emily is currently 12. And Miguel, he would be 12 take away 4 is 8. So Emily is 8, Miguel is 8. That is their present age. One. Number 29. Moses purchased the book shown. Calculate the price he paid for the book. Well, the said here now is $400 plus 12.5% VAT. So first we need to find out the VAT amount. So VAT is equal to 12.5%, we know is 1/8. So 1/8 of the cost price, which is 400 over 1. And that will be $50. So we know he has to add on $50 VAT. So to calculate the selling price, it will be the cost price plus the VAT, which is $400 plus the $50, which will give us $450. Number 30, the perimeter of the rectangle shown is equal to the area of a square. So first we need to calculate the perimeter of the rectangle. Calculate perimeter of a rectangle is length add width multiplied by 2. 13 centimeters add 5 centimeters by 2, which is 18 by 2 is 36 centimeters. They said that is equal to the area of a square. They said on the grid below construct a square. So if this here represents the area of a square, we know that to find out the area of one side of the square, when given its area, it is the square root of the area, which is the square root of 36, which is equal to 6. So one side needs to be 6 because these here is 1 centimeters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so 6 by 6, right? One mark for finding the perimeter, 1 mark for constructing. Number 31. Joel wants to carpet the floor shown. It will cost $30 per square meter. What will be the cost to carpet the floor? Well, if you're carpeting a floor, that means you're covering the surface area. So therefore, we need to find the area. We have two different units. We have centimeters and we have meters. For me, it will be easier to work in the meters. So I will convert the 650 centimeters to meters. To convert centimeters to meters, we divide by 100. So 650 divided by 100. Whenever we divide by 100, we move the decimal point 2 places to the left. So this becomes 6.5 meters. To find out the area, we know it is length multiplied by the width because of a rectangle. So it will be 6.5 meters, and 4.5 as a decimal is 4.5 meters. And that will give us 29.25 meters squared. They said it costs $30 per square meter. So the cost would be the 29.25 meters squared multiplied by the cost for 1 meter, which is $30. And that will give us $877.50. One mark for the conversion, 1 mark for the area, and 1 mark for the cost. Number 23, they said complete the chart below. So 5 liters, 250 milliliters, add 1.75 liters, multiply by 2, subtract 2.5 liters. And I want the final answer. So basically we just follow the flow chart and we do step by step. Alright, for me it will be easy to work everything in milliliters. Mental maths here now, we know that 5 liters, 250 milliliters is 5,250 milliliters. Then we add in, we know 3/4 liter is 750 milliliters, so 1.75 will be 1,750 milliliters. When I add up these two here now, we get 7,000 milliliters. From here now, this had multiply by 2. So we get 14,000 milliliters. Then this subtract 2.5 liters. To convert 2.5 liters, we multiply by 1,000. That will give us 2,500 milliliters. Which will leave us with 11,500 milliliters. Alright. So final answer, 11,500. 1. Good. Number 33. Use line AB as the line of symmetry. Complete the shape shown. So it's 2 bars here, 1, 2, 2 blocks, sorry. So you go down 2, then you go 1, 2. No, you go 1, sorry. Then you go back up. Good. 1 here. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you come down here. 1, 2. So you go 2. Then is you go back up. You have 1. Then you come out 1 to give you 1, 2, 1, 2. Go back. So you come back out 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Connect, connect. The shape is shaded, so I would shade the other part also, right? 2 marks for that. Circle the shapes which have a uniform cross-section. Uniform cross-section is normally formed by prisms, all right? Any shape that is a prism has a uniform cross-section, right? And we know that a uniform cross-section means when you dissect or cut the shape, you will still have the same shapes. So which is this and this. 1 mark each. Number 35, the table below shows the amount of money saved by students. What percentage of the total students save over $15? So over $15 would be 20, 25, and 30. So these are the total students. Based on the information, we don't know the total students, so we have to calculate the total students. And to calculate the total students, we just need to add up. So 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus 10 plus 6 plus 10. That will give us a total of 50 students. From here now, we need to find out for over $15. So that's 10 add 6 add 10, which will give us 26. Don't want it as a percentage. So it will be 26 over 50. multiply by 100 over 1. 15 to 51, 15 to 102. 26 multiplied by 2 is 52%. The bar graph shows the height of 5 boys in centimeters. 1, 2, 3, 5. What is the average height of the 5 boys in meters? Well, first, before we can find out the average, we need to find out the total. Total will be to add up these, so that's 100, add 60, add 80, add 90, add 70. That will give us 400. Now let's calculate the average. So the total divided by the number of numbers, which is 5, that will be 80 centimeters. That's the answer in meters, so we convert centimeters to meters. We convert centimeters to meters by dividing by 100. Whenever we divide by 100, we move the decimal point 2 places to the left hand side. So we get 0.8 meters. Alright, and that's it for section 2, test 5. We'll continue with section 3 in another video.